you wanna say, but don't forget the role I used to play. When you feel defeated, like your heart's been cheated, just think about me like before.
Hello. Welcome to the Leen Show, episode 22 of the Leen Show, and also episode 2 of our hit new program, Leen Show Idol, which we're all very excited about around here.
Super excited.
I don't know if y'all are too. We've got, we've really set ourselves up for, a great thing here. I want to restart that. That was shitty.
Okay.
I was going to say something else, and then I forgot what I was going to say. Hello, and welcome to the Leen Show. Take 2 of the intro, episode 22 of the Leen Show. But they don't know that. And episode 2 of Leen Show Idol. Kathleen, it's been too long, I'd say, since we revisited the great talent of the internet, the musical internet. And are you excited to really, get in there and see what's going on? Some familiar faces, some new ones,
Yeah, I'm stoked. I've had a lot of their songs stuck in my head ever since we debuted this back, a couple months ago, whenever it was. So yeah, I'm excited to revisit our winners. I'm excited for the new talent. I'm just excited all around, and I think our fans are too. It was a huge hit. Like, I had people texting me like left and right that they just really loved that segment. They loved the artist. They thought it was funny. They thought it was cool. So, case in point, we listened to you guys. So we're back for episode 2, or part 2 of the Leen Show Idol.
Leen Show Idol episode 2. Now, you've been seeing the buzz on social media. You've been seeing people saying, how are they going to top it? What are they going to do, right? What's the second episode of the Leen Show Idol even look like, right? These are questions that I was asking myself. And I stumbled upon one TikTok that came across my For You page that really put me down a rabbit hole and sparked what will now become the second round of auditions to make it to Hollywood, or whatever we're calling it. Let's just say we're making it to Hollywood, of episode 2 of Leen Show Idol. So here's the deal. Kathleen, are you familiar with Hick Hop at all? It's a term I didn't know specifically, but I had heard of. Like, I'm talking like Hick Hop. I mean, like, you have country guys with like deep voices talking about trucks and beer and girls with like rap beats behind them.
No.
Like a rap infused country.
No, I haven't, but it sounds interesting.
So the most famous Hick Hop song probably is that one shitty Florida Georgia Line song, like, get your windows down and cruise.
Yeah.
Because Nelly's on that song, and it has legit, like, rap 808s on the beat. So, like, it's not really a country song. And I don't know if that's, like, what popularized it. I don't know if, like, it's always kind of existed, and that's just, like, the one time it broke mainstream. That I don't know. Because none of these guys are really very mainstream at all. But that's better for us, because then they might hop on a Zoom call and, do a rendition live for us in the audience.
Heck yeah.
Anyway, so we'll get into that in just a second. Before I forget, I would love to update the audience on where we currently stand. So round 1 of Leen Show Idol, we had 5 contestants, and 3 of them made it to Hollywood. Unfortunately, what's his name? Real JB
Yeah.
and Starzy Rax, unfortunately, were eliminated in round 1. I know. A lot of Starzy Rax fans out there.
Yeah, it sucks to break a heart, but at the end of the day, it's just business, guys.
I mean, guys, Michael Jordan didn't make his varsity team his sophomore year. You know what he did? He started working. He perfected his craft, So get back in the stew, all right?
Yeah.
Work on your bars. Get some studio time. Anyway, 3 guys who went through, who definitely do need more studio time, because people need to hear what they've got going on. Our 3 advancers were Clay Sutton, Ace Prodigy, and of course, Demko. Who could forget Demko? Who could forget? I used to get high as a motherfucker. That guy.
Yeah.
So I thought just before we get into round 2, we can update people on how these rappers, musicians' lives are different post the Leen Show Idol, right?
Yeah.
Let's see what they've got going on. So
Who are we starting with? My boy,
hold on, this is loading.
Ace Prodigy. Y'all know I'm biased towards Ace Prodigy, by the way. But that's just because he either goes to Florida State or lives near Florida State because he records his...
Yeah, who knows?
I don't want to
no way to
say...
know.
Yeah, I don't want to assume he does or doesn't go to Florida State, but he lives in Tallahassee, we'll say that. He's a Tally boy, so I'm biased.
All right. You're correct. The first guy we're checking in on is the illustrious Ace Prodigy official on TikTok. He dropped this song called Getting Paid on November 9th. So let's take a look at the music video here. Kathleen, can you see this?
Yeah, I can see it.
I went to the bank and I made a deposit. She wanna fuck cause she know that I'm poppin'. I'm sippin' tech and that shit got me nauseous. I spent $1 million when I was out shopping. Look at my diamonds, they be merely rockin'. McLarens and Beamers, bitch, I got some options. You tryna beef with no bread in your wallet. 100K, look at my pockets. Lately I've been getting paid. I feel like I live at the bank. Commas go up with the fame. Everyone's screaming my name. Lately I've been getting paid. I feel like I live at the bank. Commas go up with the fame. Everyone's screaming my name. Just got my check, now I'm dripping.
Dude,
right.
He's so good.
Ace Prodigy, Ace Prodigy, Ace Prodigy. They're screaming his name.
Okay, so are we allowed to... I guess you got the rules here. You got the rule book here for the Leen Show Idol.
Mm-hmm.
Are we allowed to factor in the production, or is it just vocals only? Because if so, like this video is pretty legit. Like, they're posted up in some sort of studio, or they somehow managed to set up a studio in their dorm room. But it looks pretty legit, and he's got, like, it's like Migos out there. He's got, like, his groupies in the back being like, hey, like, I mean, so question, are we factoring in the production at all, or is it really just, like, vocals? We're only supposed to focus on the vocals.
Of course it's production. I mean, also I will say, it's just a YouTube beat. Like, you can go on YouTube and type in Gunna type beat, and about 5 million beats that sound exactly like that will come up. It's not like he, like, cooked that one up. You know, it's not like it's like 1990 and you got to, like, go to a studio and you got a guy on, like, an 8-track, like, just cutting up beats.
Like an engineer.
You know, for, like, nobodies.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds pretty okay. Like, he might have hired an engineer. I don't know. The beat is certainly 99% from YouTube. I mean, yeah, the video production's there. It does kind of scream to me, and this is not Ace Prodigy, you know I love you, but it does kind of scream like if you just, like, uploaded a Gunna album to ChatGPT and it's like, recreate this, but have, like, a light-skinned guy do it. And then that's just what would come out. I walk in the bank and I made a deposit. Like, it's very, like, he's still trying to find his voice, which I appreciate. He's experimenting, but, like, maybe don't, like, just overly pronounce all of the words so much. That's just one that's, like, I don't know, man. It's kind of harder if you're not speaking in, like, Times New Roman, you know? I walk in the bank and I make a deposit. McLarens and Bentleys, yeah, I got some options.
Hey.
It's like, I don't know.
All right, Ace Prodigy, you're my number one right now, dude. I freaking love you. I don't know if it's because I am not as well versed in the rap community as Lee. You know, I appreciate rap, but I'm such, like, a mainstream rap listener. Like, I know, like, the popular songs, right? But, like, I'm not into, like, the deep tracks, and, like, I'm not good, like, with my, like, names of rappers and stuff like that. But I think this has got flow. I think this has got heart. I could see myself bopping this at the gym. I freaking love it. Ace Prodigy, you're my number one.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, you know, we all like different things. You know, we're all into different things. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad by any means.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made it to Hollywood.
It's just no, it wouldn't have. So that's Ace Prodigy. Glad to see he's doing well. We wish him well. We are now going to see what Demko's up to, because we're saving the best for last. We will be honest.
Yeah.
So here's Demko. The caption for this video is imagine if your CPA had on a black T-shirt and just filmed a rap video wearing probably exactly what he wears on like a Sunday afternoon to lounge, just a plain black T-shirt, maybe some shorts, and the caption is Day 82 looking for people who like chill, honest rap. Okay.
All right.
So he's trying. He's been looking, you know.
Yeah. Hit it.
Okay, here we go.
Ain't enough time in the day to be giving my hours away, to be stressing about pleasing a customer instead of a listener, making the minimum pay. I don't have to obey, and I wish I could flee like a stray, but I gotta put food on the plate, so I guess that the music can wait. Thinking no one will fuck with the things that I say, and I think it's controlling me. And I'm sick of my day job, so it's taking my time and my energy, then make me guilty for time that I take off. Like I'm ruined if I'ma get laid off, but this shit only temporary, and the stress isn't necessary. One day I'll be the boss with a view and a couple of secretaries, and they'll do what they want, cause like they got priorities.
It's pretty good, honestly. I like that one a lot more than the song that we pushed through, if I'm being honest.
Demko, huge step up from last time. Like, huge step up from, like, that first one that we listened to. The production was much better. I freaking love the gas station / grocery store setting. One funny thing, I feel like, let me know if you agree or disagree. I feel like the voice that I'm hearing and the rap that I'm hearing doesn't match with this guy's face. Like, it's surprising when you see this guy and then you hear the rap. Like, and that's not negative feedback. It's just commentary. But huge step on the production, dude. Love it. You've been up to good things.
Yeah, not completely untrue. I kind of agree. It's more like, and I guess when I said, like, if your CPA was lounging on a Sunday afternoon, I would say, actually, like, I didn't watch the full video, and so I didn't get the context. So for the audio listeners, it's him working at a grocery store. He's talking about how much he hates his day jobs. So actually, he perfectly fits the mold of a guy working a retail job at Christmas time, and somebody walks up to him like, "Hey, dude, like, where's your bread? Like, where is your bread? I cannot find the bread anywhere. It's honestly ridiculous that this store is laid out so poorly." And he's like, "Sir, it's right in front of you." You know, he's standing under a sign that says bread. Very good job. Very good job. I'm a big fan of that. A big fan of that song. You know, Demko, you know, like, you see this in American Idol sometimes where, like, somebody would get by. And again, no disrespect to Star Xerax or Real JB Music, but they kind of get by and they don't reach their full potential on the first try, you know, but there's something there, and they're like, you know, like, maybe it was the song choice. Maybe it was they're just having a bad day, right? Maybe they just didn't have it, you know, like I said, they didn't have it that day, but there's something there. So we're going to give him another chance to prove himself. And again, this is not, you know, this is not the Hollywood stage. So these are not their true, you know, submissions. But what I will say is I think Demko is going in the right direction.
Yeah, I think so too. It's almost like diamonds in the rough. You know what I mean? Like on American Idol, and just like you said, where maybe they were just really, really nervous, or it was just a bad song choice, but the judges can just see something there. They can see a little piece of coal that with enough heat and enough pressure has the potential to become a diamond. And I think that's what we see here with Demko.
Yeah, absolutely. I could not agree more. So that's where Demko's at. And now, last but certainly not least, we have the man, the myth, the legend, the boy, him, Clay Sutton.
Can I add something real quick before we start with Clay?
Of course.
Can we mention that not only is Clay putting these videos out on TikTok, but he's also performing live? Am I wrong about that? Was he or was he not performing in the mud, walking through the mud in a bar in Tampa a couple weeks ago?
He was. Yes, he was. Now, I don't know what the situation was there. I don't know if it was like an open mic that he just like, we're doing stand-up tonight. He's like, no, I'm going to do my song. And they're like, okay, I guess. Or, you know, if this bar was like, Mr. Sutton, we've seen your TikToks, and, you know, we at, you know, the watering hole in Tampa, Florida, really want you to come perform for our patrons. I'm not sure which of those it is. Only Clay would know that necessarily. But anyway,
just want to put that out.
Yeah, anyway, yeah, absolutely. Anyway, let's take a look at Through the Mud, Clay Sutton's newest track.
I'm walking through the mud. Don't care what the man says, I ain't gon' budge. Swarming like bees when they hear me buzz. My shoes get dirty when I be stuck walking through the mud. No matter what the man says, I ain't gon' budge. Swarming like bees when they hear me buzz. My shoes get dirty when I be stuck.
Now, Clay went a bit experimental with this one. He's not listening to the mainstream, you know.
Nope.
He had a vision for his next track, and he pursued it, you know. Me personally, is it the banger that what the fuck is it called? The other one?
Up on a
Tuesday, working the night shift.
Yeah. Do it on my own. I don't need no lift. I think it was called Jesus, but it had a different name. Remember, it was
Jesus on my chest.
Yeah,
Thank
Jesus
you.
on my chest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Walking
Now we're also not really sure if Clay Sutton is a Christian rapper or not.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
It's almost like 50% is, 50% isn't.
yeah, and I mean, if you really like read into it, if you do a rhetorical analysis on this rap, I mean, Jesus definitely walked through the mud. So he could be, these all could be allegories for our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Something in him when I be stuck.
I mean, like, you know, when he's through the mud, when he's getting stuck through the mud, who's pulling him out, you know?
Exactly.
It's a very, you know, it's like the, I was escorted down the beach, but there's only one set of footsteps, you know?
Exactly.
I don't know. Only one set of footsteps in that mud, I should say.
Yeah.
But I really like the well, I don't know if I like the idea of like the crazy, like distorted vocal track in the background. I don't know if that's Clay like himself just like singing into it, you know, like a Kanye on Runaway situation.
Yeah.
Where he's like just blown out the reverb on the mic and is like making, you know, weird experimental sounds, you know?
Yeah.
He's a visionary. Can we say that?
Yeah, absolutely. And he is experimenting. Like, you know, our boy Ace might be doing a little bit of copying, you know, but our boy Clay Sutton, he's not copying anybody. He is as original as it gets, and he's experimenting, and he's putting himself out there. I love it. Through the mud. It's great.
So I know the anticipation is killing y'all, so I think we finally should get into it. All right. So I'm going to play the first TikTok that I saw that really kicked this off, and we'll probably watch a few of these. I will say the actual people that we will be reviewing, I think you'll find a lot of them are not very internet savvy. And legitimately, like the first guy that I'm about to show, I wanted him to be a contestant this week, and he was like not on the internet anywhere. Not on Spotify, not on Instagram, TikTok, just not.
Damn.
He just does it for the love of the game.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So this came across my feed a couple weeks ago. And whenever something like really strange comes across, I usually just like it just so I could, you know, maybe see if there's something there.
Yeah.
Research it later, things like that. So here we go. So, Kathleen, could you give a visual to the people to describe what's going on right here?
Yeah, I can. So the caption is Mobile Home Bash. It looks like there is a small stage on a black and white checkered dance floor with what I'm assuming are Christmas lights hung around. The frame is too small for me to see if this is a mobile home or if this is like a community center.
Right.
But either way, a young man that's shirtless is on the stage. So I'm hoping that he's going to be our first contestant today.
In an ideal world, he would be. This young, like we're saying young facetiously because this guy looks like he's 50. But this man's name is Keith Patrick, and that comes up in the video, I think, in like a text pop up.
Okay.
But Keith Patrick, unfortunately, like I said, is nowhere on the internet. I cannot find I tried for maybe 30 minutes to find this guy literally anywhere.
Damn.
I could not find it. So this is the only, this the lo-fi version of this hit song that he's about to perform for us.
Okay.
So let's just take a look.
I'm loud and clear. 2023, this is my year. They ain't ready for what I'm bringing, I'm coming out swinging. Till I get my money right, I'm not leaving. Been fighting demons, some say that I'm just a heathen. I'm from the street life, I stand on what I believe in. Sacrifice, so serve the Lord and keep on dreaming.
Hey, thanks, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Let me do the damn thing.
Tell 'em
Hey, y'all, let me do the damn thing.
Damn. Sounds like 2023 is going to be his year. So,
Yeah. So this was also just like added piece of visual context. Then you can please give your thoughts on Keith Patrick. It is very funny. He probably wrote this song, I don't know, 2022.
yeah.
Maybe early 2023. And it's like, hey, let's stay positive here, Like, it could be my year. And then the caption that pops up is Keith Patrick performing in front of seemingly nobody,
Yeah.
at least one person, I guess, if they're filming, on November 18th of 2023.
Right.
So, unfortunately, man, maybe 24. Maybe change the lyric.
Yeah, I mean, he's got time. Anything can happen in a month. And I was going to say it's
That's
him,
true.
the guy recording, and then the guy in the background going, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So is he a contestant or not? Because, like,
No, he's not a contestant because I can't find
Okay,
I can't
okay,
find
okay,
the actual I don't know. That's what I was
let me
saying.
scratch him out.
Was he's not on the internet anywhere.
Damn.
Like, this was filmed, and we'll get to this as a little subplot of this. But this woman, Pam Schaefer, TikTok page Schaefer.615, shout out to you, because the documentation that she has on, hold on, I'm gonna get this right. So the bar that this is being played at, thank God there's a geotag. It's the Gap Bar and Grill,
Okay.
THA, the Gap Bar and Grill,
Where?
which is in Bulls Gap, Tennessee, off the highway.
Bulls Gap,
It's,
Tennessee. That's scary.
Yeah, 2 words. Bulls Gap, Tennessee. Yep. So that's where this is. And truly, I mean, like, you thought Ken Burns had a lot of material on Vietnam, right? You thought this guy, that guy was a documentarian. Pam Schaefer, my goodness. She has, if you scroll through her page, and we'll go through a couple of these, she films like every song of every performer at the Mobile Home Bash, which I think is a weekly occurrence.
That's so sick.
Because what we'll see in a couple minutes is there's like other clips and the actual contestants, I would say, I think, all of the actual contestants for this week are going to be people who performed at the Mobile Home Bash the next week,
Okay.
November 25th. And again, one of these guys that, so I'll go through the names real quick of the contestants for this week,
Okay.
and then we'll review their music. So we have Cracker Jack with 2 Ks.
Okay.
And he'll be performing his song Friday Bruh with 2 H's.
Okay. Thank
We
you.
got Colt Montgomery.
Mhm.
We have Biggie Bluh, BLUW. I don't know how to, I'm not sure. Bluh, Blue, very French.
Sorry.
And he'll be performing Pussy's Never First. Pussy's with a Z. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
We have Narcotic with an M, and he'll be performing Ride Out, and then we have Supreme Lyric, Lyrik,
Okay.
and he'll be performing Country Gutta.
Dude, we could have had
Okay.
an entire competition. Scratch like their singing voices. What we should have done, like hindsight 2020, is had like a competition on just their rapper names. Like, these are freaking hilarious. Narcotic. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Okay, all right. I've got them written down so I can keep track and make sure my voting is fair and accurate.
Okay, so really quick before we get into the actual songs, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna play a clip or two of like the actors. There's one that I just really want to play. This is unrelated to the contest. We'll get there. Like I said, this woman, if you go to her page, she has like probably 10 to 12 videos a day just from each of these mobile home bash performances.
Really cool.
So what you're about, it is really cool. Like shout out to her for doing that. It's
like,
very cool.
It's cool.
So this one's outside, which is interesting to me. Keith Patrick, he didn't get the liberty of performing outside. Okay. But for the next week, they're outside. It's like a Christmas thing because there's like kids with like Santa hats like dancing on stage during all these videos. So this, I assume, would be like the MC of the mobile home bash event. Okay. It's two guys all decked out in camo. I'm not sure what these fellas' names are, but we'll find out together how they do at MCing. Okay. So just check this clip out.
Sasquatches around here, maybe.
He's got props.
That happens to be our favorite animal to try to trap. That's right.
Looks a little something like this.
He's pretty elusive, yeah. He does look something kind of like this, and we actually use this in the trapping of a Bigfoot because it thinks that we have one of its kids, and that we're pinching the shit out of it. That's right. Jaquarius, you want to try to call one in?
I got it right here.
Give her a little toot. Give one over that way.
Wow.
So that was their comedy. That was their. I believe their names are the Trap Masters with a 3 instead of an E.
Two very different personalities going on here. First thing I need to say, and I know I'm not trying to distract from the Leen Show Idol, but this is an interesting clip. The first guy, that like the country one that's talking about Sasquatch, sounds exactly like Jeff Dunham's puppet Bubba. Like, you know, Jeff Dunham, like the everybody knows Jeff Dunham, right? Like the most famous.
Unfortunately, yes.
The most famous ventriloquist ever. His little skit, Bubba, like that guy's voice sounds exactly like that puppet. Like, let me know if you guys like agree or disagree if you've seen any of Jeff Dunham's stuff. He sounds exactly like Bubba, so that's really funny.
I believe his name is Jaquarius. I think he says that. It's like a little white guy with a goatee, fully decked out in camo, named Jaquarius.
They're like, yeah,
because he goes.
They're like, yeah, he
Jaquarius,
was born in...
give it a 2. That's what he says.
They're like, yeah, you know, our beautiful son was born between January 1st and February of 18, so he's an Aquarius, but he's a boy, so we're gonna call him Jaquarius.
That's a better reason than I could come up with.
Thanks.
I mean, that's not bad. We hear y'all they got props. Like, they got someone, I don't know if that was organic, if they just improv that, or like someone in the crowd was like, all right, my role in this skit is to give them like a little plushie of a Sasquatch. Yeah, you go, yeah, I'm going to throw a couple Slim Jims out there for them.
Give it a 2.
Give it a 2. Jaquarius, give it a 2.
You know, I'm not that far from Tennessee over here in Atlanta. I'm going to have to go to, what is it, Bulls Gap, Tennessee. Bulls Ass, yeah. Tennessee. I'm gonna have to take a road trip and see this mobile bash in person.
I mean, sounds like a great time.
The Leen Show's going on the road.
That's kind of the vibe. I'm glad you said that, because that's kind of the vibe that I was hoping to get here. Is like, you know, we're looking for the next great hip hop artist, but we can't just look where everyone else is looking. Right. We have to look in the pockets of America. We have to look where so few people are looking.
The armpits of America.
And that's where we find... Absolutely, yes. And, you know, no disrespect to Bulls Gap, Tennessee. I'm sure it's lovely there. But, you know, you don't really have, like, music executives who live on the coasts going to Bulls Gap, Tennessee and checking out Mobile Home Bash Night. You know, you're not having it. So that's our job here. Okay, so we're going to start with Cracker Jack. You good with that, Kathleen?
Yeah, let's do it.
And make sure whenever you're thinking about this, just know that it's 2 Ks on Jack.
Yeah.
Jack. Cracker Jack.
Got it.
Okay?
Got it.
Okay. Cool. All right. Here we go.
Smoke weed, get drunk. Every day you know it's Friday, bruh.
I turn up, not get loose.
Wait. Stop.
Hot start.
Pause. Time out. Okay. For the audio listeners, do you want to describe what you just saw in that? Or did you catch what just happened there?
Based on your reaction, I don't think I did. My eyes were closed. To be honest, guys.
You didn't catch that?
I was like really into. I was dancing and my eyes were shut. Like I got too into it. So let's rewind. Smoke weed, get drunk.
Watch this.
I turn up, not get loose. Suicide with.
Wow, indeed. So for the audio listeners, what we just saw was, so it's clearly a house party. They're like cutting to like a bong on a table. That's like, whoa, we fucking get down. All right, we got a bong on the table. And the shot that Kathleen is aghast by, and honestly I was too, it's a shot of a sex doll having a beer inserted inside of it and then pouring out. Mm-hmm. So like you imagine like the back of the can is inside of the sex doll and then they're pouring beer out of her. Mm-hmm. That's a wild shot.
It's Friday, bro.
That's pretty wild. Now we're only technically I think we should go on like the full package, but honestly like yeah, it's really just about the song, but that's just wild. Yeah. I've never seen that before. Yeah. And then it immediately cuts to like a bottle of like Crown Peach on a table. I mean, like these guys get down. Yeah. You know.
It's Friday, bro.
Like, it's Friday, bro. All right. So we're gonna start from the top. We're gonna give it 30 seconds, and then we'll give our thoughts. All right.
Smoke weed, get drunk. Every day you know it's Friday, bruh. I turn up, not get loose. Suicide with that chronic goose. And you know it's smoke weed, get drunk. Every day you know it's Friday, bruh. We turn up, we get loose. Suicide with that chronic goose. Ayy. With a couple open beers, hold them up and hit the cheers. Fuck the bullshit. I've been swerving DUI for years. No blue lights in the rear, yeah, no fake tears. No new friends with the bins. If you want a ratchet bitch, that'll cost you about 2 grams. New flow. What you mean a cracker ain't blowing on the best stroke? Get high, swerving side to side. What the fuck did I see a bad bitch shit? Oh my, no one knew the cracker spit this shit straight from outer space. Smoking Marvin Martian every day you catch a.
Alright, I think that's enough of that. What was that line about like, cracker smoke? Like, that cracker smoke something?
Dude, the
good
horse
dope,
heads.
Whatever he said.
I'm like, what? The horse heads. I couldn't even focus on the music. All I was doing was looking at the girls with the horse heads on. They're so.
Yeah, how could you?
So for the audio listeners, there are 2 women. God bless them. I hope they got paid for this. Sure they didn't. Wearing unicorn heads, and I'll just leave it at that.
They're throwing it back.
Yeah, they're throwing it back.
Cracker Jack.
They're throwing it back, and the unicorn.
They're throwing it back on Cracker Jack.
The unicorn head just keeps popping into the frame. Okay, Friday, bro, got it.
So as far as like sonically, what we're hearing from this track here, it's very like aggressive. It's in your face,
raspy.
It's kind of that. It's like a party song, but it's not like a poppy, lighthearted pop song or party song. Where it's like, all my friends are together and we're having a great time. Yeah. And we're all, like maybe they're like, oh, like we're drinking, but we're not like getting fucked up. Yeah. We're like, oh, we're vibing, like, hey, everyone's having a great time. DJ, play my favorite song. Yeah. And then we're all gonna dance. Right. That's not really the vibe here. No. The vibe is, you pull up to your friend's house. He's like, hey, drop the pin, pull up. Cracker Jack's throwing a banger, and you pull up to like a house that you'd probably be scared of at nighttime, and you're like, what the fuck is going on in there? This is what's going on in there. Yes, this is what's going on. Is a guy's drinking a beer out of a sex doll. Because also a later shot in there for the audio listeners is a guy. It's really like, shout out to the music video director there, because I mean that's what we call a payoff in the business. Yeah. That's what we call a setup and a payoff. Is oh, the woman, has got a beer inside of her. It's being poured out. Well, where's it being poured into? Well, it's being poured into this guy's mouth,
Yeah, no money lost on that one.
Yeah, so that's genius.
Yeah.
I can't say I loved this one though. I can't say this is the next time I'm at a party, this is not what I'm going to be grabbing the aux and playing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was a little and some people are into this, like, people like Eminem. It was a little raspy for me. Like the vocals were a little raspy. They were a little like when I say Eminem, it's like the anger. Like, I don't feel the love here. Like, I feel the anger. But like, some people are into that.
Sure.
So that's fair. All right, moving on.
Because they feel the anger.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
they feel anger inside of them,
Yeah.
and they're like, God, I'm just funneling these emotions through Cracker Jack.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. So, he's the first guy, so you can't really rank him ahead or below others. So just keep that in your mind, have that opinion, and let's move on. Let's move on to number 2. Let's move on to the man, the myth, the legend, Colt Montgomery. Now, if I'm being totally honest here, Colt might be a little too big time for us.
Oh,
He has
really?
the verified. He has the verified musical note
Damn.
next to his YouTube page.
All right.
So he might copyright strike this.
Okay. I hope he doesn't.
But regardless, I hope not as well. But regardless, we gotta, we're gonna give it a shot.
Yeah, we're shooting for the stars.
Yes. So here we go. This is "Show Up," the official music video featuring JJ Hughes. I don't think we'll reach JJ's verse if it's later in the song, just for time's sake.
Mm-hmm.
But let's check out what Colt's got cooking here.
Cool.
Colt Montgomery, JJ Hughes, we about to run it. I put in work, don't back down. I stand too tall off the ground. Shoot shots, I'm loading around, and I show up. I put in work, don't back down. I stand too tall off the ground. Shoot shots, I'm loading around, and I show up.
I ain't known to back down. Got more lead in my head than a gun round. Boy, it's cold like a snow when the sun down. Shit, I spit more fire than a campground. Thoughts are like a weapon aimed at your head, ho. Shit, I'm coming for the top, swinging elbows. And I promise I won't stop, that's a hell no. Sending shots down range, better lay low. Bitches get it poppin', that's exactly what I do. I just kill another beat when I grip a number 2. Hungry as a dog, gotta save my supper too. Now I'm back to eat your plate while you staring at your food.
I put in work, don't back down. I stand too tall off.
Wow.
Wow. Now, if it's not clear to you, Colt Montgomery is the guy with the vest.
Yeah, for
who
sure.
begins the song.
Yeah, he's the
That's
boss.
Colt Montgomery.
He's-
Now, I'm glad we did get to see a little bit of JJ in there.
Yeah, JJ was fair.
Yeah. If I was like envisioning like a cool rap video, I don't know if I would have a scene at like a local diner with 2 guys just sitting in like a small little booth with like a half-eaten burger on the table. But
About the burger.
that's just me.
About the burger. That shit looked fire. I don't know if that was a burger or if that was a chicken sandwich, but that thing looked good. So I'm glad that someone was.
It's definitely a burger.
Someone was eating. This gave for me. This was like a little bit of Nickelback almost. Like if like Nickelback rapped a country song. If Nickelback took a step into the what did you call this genre?
It's Hick Hop.
Hick Hop. If Nickelback took a step into Hick Hop, that would be Colt Montgomery. So,
Okay.
cool. Those are my thoughts. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay, and I will say, again for the audio listeners, I believe it's on either his left or right arm. He has an entire forearm tattoo that says Southern Pride.
I did see that.
So, maybe that helps you, maybe that hurts you. I don't know how Hollywood's gonna feel about that. Like it's not. I don't think it's in vogue to be like a Confederate sympathizer, in Hollywood.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe his talent could, make a lot of people overlook that.
Yeah, you can have Southern Pride without being without waving the Confederate flag. But just quick rule check. So out of the 5, we're choosing 3, right? to move to the next round?
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Correct.
All right, I'm good.
So, as far as, we probably should wait to give like our full final thoughts until we hear all of the competition. But I'm not going to lie. I think the bar is not super high for our next 3 contestants to move into Hollywood.
All right.
Between Crackerjack and Cole. No disrespect. We're only sampling one of their songs. This could just be like their bad songs, and like the real Colt Montgomery fans would be like, dude, you're listening to Show Up, dude. Yeah, I remember when I first started listening to Colt Montgomery. Check out Trailer Park Blues. That's his best song.
That's fair.
Okay, so now we're moving on to our third contestant, and I really do not say this lightly, and you can't see it yet because I want to get your reaction as well. Maybe the funniest album cover I've ever seen in my life.
All right.
It's up there. What do you see?
Oh no. Dude, is that an Arby's sandwich?
It is an Arby's sandwich.
Oh no. Oh.
Do you want me to describe to the people what you're looking at?
Yeah, you gotta take this one.
Okay, so Biggie Bleu. So the song is called Pussy's Never First with a Z. We've established that. So the album cover is him on a track, like like he's like running sprints with a track, and he's about to cross a checkered line in a race. He's about to win a race. And Pussy's Never First is written in the because it's also all checkerboard white and not burnt orange. The Tennessee orange, the volunteer colors, the college. So he's wearing overalls with that pattern, and the finish line has that pattern. And the 2 things that he's beating in the race are an Arby's sandwich and I don't know what it is in the background, but something that looks like a vagina. Something basically saying like, oh yeah, if you're a pussy, you'll never be first. Such as an Arby's sandwich, or such as whatever that's supposed to be.
True. I thought it was like the whole roast beef analogy. That's why I was like,
it is.
Oh,
No,
okay,
it
okay,
is.
okay.
Yes,
Okay,
it
yeah,
is.
Yeah. Got it.
It's like you can't like literally put like a picture of a vagina on your album cover, but you can put a picture of an Arby's sandwich and kind of get the same job done.
Oh, God. All right, let's listen.
I'm just like, it's just kind of how it is. Like that's kind of, you can pretty much accomplish the same thing.
That's the game.
So anyway, let's listen to the track, shall we?
Yeah.
Woke up to my bro Christ to hit me up talking about, man, that boy done did shit. Man, look at that shit. Bitch. Little cocky, rocky, got no flex. All he wanna do is rap beef. That seem pussy to me. Seeing Scatty's your daddy, does that make Macari your mommy? Dropping tracks together, ain't that so cute? I bet y'all even hold hands in the booth. DS me, but them prop guns don't shoot. I know how y'all really move. Beef, then write a statement to the police, cause your ass got beat by Bubby. You mad cause I flex, my pockets on chubby. I remember Myrtle Beach, I was in the hill and you was in the rink. You think I guess your paper folded? What it seems like to me. Yeah, I'm a player so much fresher, you ain't speak my name when you was dissing me. You brought a little pussy, sound like you pocket watching. You made my music popping, I seen you on the book crying about attention. You wasn't getting, I hit the nail on the head. Now go back to the drawing boards and try again. Do you need the new box of crowns, little friends? Alright,
that's enough of that. Now, one very shocking thing immediately that comes to mind for me is I cannot really understand what he's saying. And I listen to a lot of rap. And I also have a lot of experience with people with southern accents, such as like 90% of people that I talk to on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Maybe that's an exaggeration, but like 50%.
Sure.
I cannot understand it.
No, but the flow was still there. And despite how much I kind of hate this album cover, like the sound was good. Like I like the music in the back. I don't know. Background music is probably the wrong term for rap. But despite not being able to like
the sound effects.
Yeah, the sound effects. Despite not being able to like hear him or understand him super well, Like, I liked the flow and I liked the beat. That was good. And I get what you mean now about the bar being a little bit higher, because that production was pretty good.
Like, there's a lot of thought put into it, you know? It's a crafted song, you know? Like, it's got a story, it's got like an intro, it's got sound effects.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these Hick Hop guys, you know, they think it's just as easy as hopping on a mic and talking about drinking beer and, you know, calling people pussies and, you know, whatever else goes on at the mobile home park. But there's a lot more to it than that. Anyone could do that. You know, no one could do what Biggie Blue did here. Like, it takes some artistry. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, that's a really good point. I didn't think about like the whole crafting like a real song and a real story. Like, you know, there's a chorus, there's lyrics, and then there's what is it called? The stanzas, and then there's the chorus, whatever. Yeah, no, for sure. He put a lot of
a verse.
Yeah, the verse. Thank you. My brain's not working today. There's the verse, and then there's the chorus, and he had both of those things, which puts him above, I would say, our first two contestants.
I mean, Cracker Jack for sure had a chorus. I think
it was just all chorus.
It was like, yeah, it might have just been all chorus,
yeah.
Or it's just like you couldn't really tell the difference between the two, right? He just got on the mic and just had to spit his truth.
Exactly.
You know, in Biggie Blue did that too, but he did it in a very like artistic, you know, like a very like. I wouldn't be surprised honestly if Biggie Blue went to like, you know, like Juilliard, like some kind of like musical school, you know, like if he learned this from somewhere.
He's got real talent.
I think so. I can't really understand what he's saying. Like I honestly listening to that, that's how probably most people feel listening to like Atlanta rap.
Yeah.
When they talk in like slime language and like they speak like very specific, like in like very specific ways.
Yeah.
People trying to deduce like what the absolute fuck they're even trying to talk about. But like I'm like, oh, idiot, like I get it, you know.
Yeah.
But that's how that feels to most people. So anyway, so we've got 3 down, we've got 2 left. The competition's heating up, folks.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I lied. Colt Montgomery is not the biggest artist we'll be previewing today because Marcotic. I didn't realize this until literally just now. I probably should have with my research, but Marcotic actually has 13.6 thousand subscribers on YouTube.
Oh wow, dude, shout us out, man.
So he's big time.
That's
Marcotic
awesome.
is big time. And folks, if this song is even half listenable, he's making it through just for the work he's already put in, right? Maybe that's unfair for me to say. It would kind of be like if the college football playoff committee just came out and said last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever the fuck that happened, like, hey, unless Florida State wins by 50 against Louisville, they're just not getting in, right? If they had that transparency, maybe so many people wouldn't be disappointed. So here at the Leen Show Idol, we're gonna have that transparency. We're not giving it to him on a silver platter, but I mean, come on, 13.6 thousand subscribers.
Yeah.
Like, we're playing a numbers game here at the end of the day.
For sure.
We're making content for y'all, but we're playing a numbers game, right?
This is a
Can you imagine if the Marcotic heads found this episode and we just shit on them?
Yeah.
Like,
We don't shit on anyone except Panera and Duncan. But yes, I know what you're saying.
And Matt Rife.
Yeah, fuck. All right, let's do it. Marcotic, I'm ready.
immediately, like, we'll get to the song. Can I just what's up with Hick Hop and Crown?
I don't know. Is that a whiskey?
It was in the cracker. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Crown. It's a Canadian whiskey. Yeah. Is that like a that's like the nice shit. So like,
yeah.
If you're in Bulls Gap, Tennessee, and you're busting out, by the way, like a fifth of Crown Royal is like $25.
That's what I was literally just
right?
looking up. Yeah, how much it is.
It's not that expensive. No.
Yeah, it's not.
And it's kind of like it. I mean, it would kind of be like a white rapper rapping about like, you know, middle class white culture, and then being like, and you know I'm pulling out the Grey Goose. And it's just like him with like the big ass bottle of Grey Goose, like taking shots, like ah. Yeah. And it's like, I mean, it's not cheap.
Yeah.
It's like $50.
Totally.
You know.
Totally. Or like Vouv.
It's kind of
like Vouv champagne. You know, it's like you can get it for $39.99 at Publix Liquor.
Yeah, Veuve Clicquot. Yeah. It's just like it's kind of. It's just so jarring to go from like watching like a rap video and they're like, oh, we got the Rolls Royce, right? We got the Lamborghini Urus. And then you go to this and he's got like a rally car with like Dale Earnhardt's number. And that's like the coolest thing you can get in Bulls Gap, Tennessee.
Yeah.
And then he's at like a Boggs and Boulders-esque like outdoor entertainment park. Mm-hmm. And like he's wearing like a construction jacket, a black hat, flannel, and jeans, and he's like, "That's the coolest guy I've ever." Like, in people like who listen to it are like, "God, that guy's fucking cool."
Yeah.
God, he's dripped out right now. God, I wish I could afford Crown Royal.
It's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, I guess a lot of rappers are coming out of Bulls Bag. I keep forgetting. What is it? Bulls Bag.
Bulls Gap,
Tennessee. No, so this was good. This went off. This was hard. I wish I would have saved my Nickelback comment for this because this guy really does sound like Nickelback to me. I do like it. I do like Narcotics. I like the sound. I like the production. A little aggressive for me, but I think he's making it through. Well, I guess we're holding our final judgments till the end, but he's up there for me.
Well, clearly he's doing well.
Yeah, obviously.
Clearly people are vibing with the whole like. Like he's constipated and he's like trying to like shit, but he's like rapping at the same time. Yeah. You know, like people really like that raspy voice stuff. You know, I think that's where the Nickelback comparison for you comes from.
Definitely,
is just like the vocal, whatever, I forget his name. Nickelback's the lead singer, but he does kind of have that like raspy delivery. So does Narcotic. So pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Pretty good. So now we move on to last, certainly not least, Supreme Lyric with his hit song Country Gutta.
Okay.
This is the official music video shot by, one word, at official Lord Rogue 2473. Okay.
All right.
SEO is not really doing him any favors there. But here we go. I'm in it so far.
Hey, from the 615 to the 931. Once you cross them state lines in Georgia or Kentucky, and you enter the 10, you in the country gutter. You heard me? Supreme!
I'm country, I'm gutter, a rapper, a hustler, an outlaw, and I'ma go all in behind my brothers. I'm just country gutter. Yeah, we so country, we so gutter. We just country gutter. Yeah, we so country, we so gutter. The boonies, the ghettos, the trailers, the projects. Right. We all just legal trapping, trying to come up on some profit. We just country gutter. Yeah, we so country, we so gutter. We just country gutter. Yeah, we so country, we so gutter. I'm talking cowboy boots and track house. Lifted truck with exhaust to the project drive with a dope voice like this. Ain't a place you get lost.
All right, now let me just hit a quick Google to see which one is which.
Freaking.
Because I don't know.
Right.
Okay, Jose degrades the black guy.
Okay.
So in the video, there's a black guy and a white guy, and I was pretty sure Supreme Lyric was the white guy. So it was pretty fire though, wasn't it?
In the
I mean,
music
that's not
videos,
bad at all.
The footage is awesome. Like, shout out to official Dr.
Official Lord Rogue 2473.
Official Lord Rogue 2473. You shot a freaking banger. Country good. I love how they were like, you drive out to Georgia, fucking Texas. You in the 10, man.
Cross them state lines.
I like it. Damn.
And it was just for the audio listeners, during that intro, there was just a truck just plowing through mud.
Yep.
Anything to get a good old country boy hard.
In a farmer's field. Yeah. I really like
Okay,
that.
so what we're gonna do real quick is technically Supreme Lyric was the guy that we were expecting to feature here, and turns out he has the second verse of the song.
Okay.
So I'm gonna play Supreme Lyric's verse.
The county native, homie, you know I keep something in my cup. I've been rolling down the bad road lately, it ain't nothing but some side stuff in my blunt. I've been making noise and they know it. Burning up the truck, but fuck if it's smoking, cause if it gets stuck, my homie gon' tell me. The lights go out, it's best we'll call Cody. My flow been electric, never where I go, you know I get plugged. The hoe gon' respect it, ain't nobody gon' neglect it. I do this shit for the thugs, I keep it a bill. Cleats in the turf and I'm deep in the field. Look at shit different, don't tell me to chill. I've been doing it for years, hope time to get the diamond shining all up in my ear. Low vibing, no hustle up until I home. Don't give a fuck about the feds, ain't gonna tell them my homie. Killing the bitches like fitting all the melanoma. Cause where I come from, people dying every moment. If you tryna get it, homie, really better want it. I'm really in the zone, y'all been riding on the zone. Really got a zone of the strong marijuana. And Cali gonna grab it up cause he a real stone.
I'm Prada, a rapper, a hustler, an outlaw, and I'ma go out.
Wow.
Damn, that's freaking fire. Probably my favorite one
Wow.
of the day, honestly. I'm glad you saved that for last. Like, holy shit.
Easily favorite one of the day.
Yeah, that's fire.
Easily.
Some great contestants today. Are we ready to start the voting
Fantastic.
process?
Yeah, I've got my 3. I think it's pretty clear.
Okay, I've got my 3.
I think I got my 3.
All right, I got my 3.
Okay. Now, I think we should start with somebody who definitely deserves this spot. We should start with somebody who really impressed us in the audition process. Not that the music video is a huge part of our criteria here, but the music video definitely helped a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we got to let Supreme Lyric
Yeah,
in,
Supreme
right?
number 1. Yeah, in. Easy.
Number one.
Yeah. Right, slides right in. Easy.
And I don't want to downplay also Jose de Great, because he was the vocals in the first part of the song.
Yeah.
He killed his verse. Fantastic performance from him as well. Maybe if the stars align, then he could maybe become a future contestant on Leen Show Idol.
Absolutely.
But for right now, maybe a surprise guest.
Yeah.
When you're at a show and a DJ brings out like a rapper that they have a song with.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, ASAP Rocky, but it's Jose de Great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Another one who's got to be there is Marcotic.
Yeah, Marcotic. Easy. Number 2.
He's got to be there.
We're aligned. Yeah, absolutely. Number 2.
He's got to be there. The production value was there. The video quality was there. There's some real money behind him too, which is also I think why he might copyright strike us. But we're not going to mention that.
Yeah.
I think regardless of that, he deserves to be in Hollywood.
Absolutely.
He deserves to be there.
Absolutely.
Okay? He deserves to be there. Now, the last spot of Leen Show Idol.
We'll see.
Everyone gave their all today. And this is just my opinion. We can certainly have a discussion.
Mm-hmm.
But for my money, for my bet, I think the third slot, it's got to go to Biggie Blue. I think.
I had Colt Montgomery, man. I had
You
my
had
dog.
Colt?
Yeah, I had
Okay.
Colt. Yeah, come on.
Okay. The fishing vest, is that what sent it over for you?
Yeah, I just.
Oh, well, you just don't like the album cover for Biggie Bluff too.
Well, I'm trying not to factor in that bias. And I guess going back to Biggie Blah, we did say that he had more of a fully produced song. So maybe I shouldn't let my bias affect me and let Biggie Blah in. I don't know. It's hard. I liked Colt Montgomery too, though. Like, he just brought so much confidence, and he was just such a boss in the song. Like, I really respected that. Like, I really, like, rode with that. But if we're just thinking strictly, you know, music, I think I can put Colt aside and let Biggie in.
Listen, this decision was not made lightly.
It wasn't. I've been.
It's
taking
not
lots
made
of
lightly.
notes.
I mean, you know, no disrespect when I say this, but the Hicks really hopped today.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, those white boys came out and did their thing.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to Cracker Jack, shout out to Colt Montgomery, shout out to everybody who performed for us today.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's got to be Biggie Blah.
Yeah.
I think the creativity's there, the artistry's there.
I agree.
Not that Colt doesn't have any. I just think I'm more interested to see what Biggie Blah would do with this platform.
Yeah.
Than Colt Montgomery.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm totally on board. I love it. I love those three.
Okay. Well, folks, the decision has been made. And with a heavy heart here at the Leen Show, we announced that Cracker Jack and Colt Montgomery have been eliminated from Leen Show Idol.
Sorry, guys.
I'm smiling because that's what I do in tragedies.
Yeah.
I'm not smiling internally. This was a very tough decision to make, but it's one that had to be made.
Absolutely.
And I think this is just one of those things about life is, you know, you could do everything right, but you still won't get what you think you deserve.
Yeah.
And again, I bring up the Michael Jordan analogy one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Colt, Cracker. You know, Michael Jordan didn't make his varsity team when he was a sophomore in high school. 2 years later, he became the #1 high school player in the country and got a full ride scholarship to North Carolina. Think about what you could do in 2 years. Keep buying the studio time. Keep performing at The Gap Bar and Grill. Do you. Because if you work hard and your talent shows through, you'll go somewhere. You'll be where you need to be.
Totally agree.
Do you agree, Kathleen?
Totally agree. I totally agree. Yeah, you know, hard day, but also an exciting day. We've got it narrowed down to 6. So next round, we'll be basically taking these 3 winners today and our 3 winners from the first episode of the Leen Show Idol and listening to them all again, right, Lee? Or am I wrong? Are we doing another round?
No, I was gonna do at least 1, maybe 2 more rounds.
Oh, okay.
Of the regionals. I would like to have. I mean, like I want this to go places. I want to build this up.
Yeah.
You know, and it's all about anticipation.
Okay.
So I would say we're gonna have at least 1 more round of auditions.
All right.
I like
Hell
at
yeah.
least 9 as a nice round number.
Okay.
Because
Sweet.
when you start with 6 in Hollywood, like, what are you gonna do? Like, eliminate like 1 person
Yeah,
and
that's
keep that
true.
going?
No, that's true.
It's not enough people. So that's my thought, at least. So, yes, that was episode 2 of Leen Show Idol. I expect Fox to be giving us a call, saying like, well, American Idol's kind of past its prime, but Leen Show Idol, there's something here, you know.
Totally.
So, yeah, thank you guys for listening. Thank you to the participants of Leen Show Idol today. Congratulations to the winners. My deepest condolences to not the losers, but those who were eliminated. Thank you guys and also thank you to our fans for listening to the show. You guys are very supportive. You guys are the reason why we do this. So thank you for listening. If you're listening on Spotify, please consider giving us a 5-star review. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Please consider subscribing to the channel, maybe leaving a comment of a performer or a TikTok rapper or musician that you think should have a spot on Leen Show Idol. Thank you to Glazed Eyes for letting us use their single Way Down off their new album as our theme song on Spotify. That will continue as always. And, of course, I don't think we said this, but the whole point of Leen Show Idol is to find the new intro outro for our YouTube channel.
Yep.
That's the real reason. So that's where that's going to go. Kathleen, any final thoughts before we send the listeners on their way?
No, that was fun. Congrats again to all the winners. And we'll see you guys next week.
All right, play us out, Glazed Eyes. Have a great one.